everyone, I've got this quite simple Eid makeup tutorial for you, and it's got some bold colors but it's pretty wearable. So first off, I'm priming my eyelids with a MAC paint pot. All the details of what I'm using will be in the description below, including shades and things and brushes. So I'm setting my eyes with a translucent powder to make sure the eyeshadows can move freely on top. So I'm using the Morphe E27 matte palette, and so I'm using this shade as a transition color, warming up the crease. And then going in with a slightly darker brown with a slightly smaller brush and working that into the crease as well, slowly building up the colour. And then I'm blending with a clean blending brush just to blend out the edges and building up the colour again, increase the intensity. So I'm using this Colourpop eyeshadow. This is the one from Kathleen Light's collection, Where the Night Is. I can't remember the shade name, but I'll put it in the... Oh, it's Telepathy. So I found with a synthetic brush, the Colourpop synthetic brush, it didn't work as well as using my fingers. And then I'm just using this synthetic brush just to create a neater edge. Then going in with a darker brown, almost a black kind of brown, to smoke out the outer corner. And then going back in with a clean blending brush to smoke that out, so it's all seamless. And then I decided I need a little bit of warmth in the crease. It was just looking a little bit too cool toned, so I went in with this red with a larger fluffier brush and back into the crease. And then blending it out again with my clean fluffy blending brush. Then doing my eyebrows. My eyebrows are pretty defined, let's say. What it is, I've got really long hairs in my eyebrows. And so I don't need to really fill them in, I just need to neaten them up, I guess. So just making that a little bit neater. This is the NYX brow pencil. So I'm just concentrating on the arch, really, just defining that arch, and then blending out with the spoolie. And then just to really define it, using some foundation. I don't use concealer, just because I don't like the overly defined eyebrows. I like to keep them quite natural. Then I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills Sun Dip highlight kit, glow kit, that's the word I was looking for, glow kit, and just highlighting under the brow bone and inner corner. I can't do winged liner, so I have to use something as either I use stick tape, which I didn't want to do, or I just find something with a straight edge and hold it on the corner. And I'm using the Inglot Gel Liner. I am really rubbish at doing winged liner, so I found the Inglot Gel Liner is the easiest because it doesn't drag and tug up my eyelids, it just glides very smooth. Then I'm adding my false lashes. These are actually a bargain find from eBay. Again, eyelashes, I can't do them. It took me forever. How much editing I had to do to get it to this point. Then I'm prepping the skin again with my SPF. It's been really hot lately, so I'm assuming Eid day will be a very hot sunny day. Then I'm combining the NYX corrector with the LA Girl orange corrector, just so I get the perfect kind of tone, and using this concealer buffer brush, I think it's from Zoeva, to apply it to the pigmented areas. And then I forgot about my primer. Silicone primer. So this is like a silicone based primer, just to reduce the appearance of the pores, make the makeup apply a little bit better on top. So I'm just using it on my nose and where those pores would be, and I just sprayed using the Urban Decay All Nighter spray. Next I went back to the MAC paint pot, and I'm using that on my nose because that's the first place my foundation wears off from. Again, this is just to prolong the makeup. And then I'm going in with my Born This Way foundation, I think in the shade True Beige, no, Warm Beige. And then I used that clean blending brush again just to blend out the eyeshadow so there's no harsh lines after applying the foundation. Then going in with concealer, this is the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC42. Again, I got this after Chanute recommended it on her channel. And then setting it with that Airspun translucent powder again. That concealer is very emollient, so you need to set it straight away to ensure there's no creases. And then setting the usual areas, my smile lines, and I get sort of frown lines between my eyebrows as well. Then going in with the Milani, this is actually a foundation, cream foundation, but I'm using it as a cream bronzer. Again, stealing the idea from Chanute. I'm just using an e.l.f. stippling brush to apply and blend. Then I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills, should we say contour kit? Yeah, I'm using it to bronze. This is a very warm brown, so I'm using that to set those areas and warm it up. And I'm just cleaning up with a clean brush just to make sure the bronzer didn't go too far down. And now I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills, another contour kit, and this one is more cool tone brown, so I'm just using it in the hollows of my cheeks for the extra definition. Also contouring my nose very slightly with this fluffy brush, using the warm shade. Well, actually no, I'm using both warm and cool shades of the Anastasia Beverly Hills, mixing them together and just lightly contouring my nose and bringing that up to my brows. Then going back in with my beauty blender to blend out all those areas just to make sure there's no harsh lines. Now going into highlight, this is the first time I'm using this Violet Voss palette. No one's talking about this much, but it's pretty new, and I just came across it because I really like the tones in it. It's very peachy, pinky. There's some duochrome shades in here as well, so I do like this. It's not as bam as the Anastasia Glow kits, but I really do like it, and you can build this up. Then going in with some blusher. This is from Colourpop. Hardly ever wear blusher, but Eid is a good excuse to wear it. So this is a nice sort of like a, what do we call it, peachy terracotta shade. I think it's really nice for Asian skin tones. And then going in with another Colourpop item. This is their eyeliner, and this is again by Kathleen Lights. I think it's called Mr. Bing, is it? I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll put all the details in the description. So now I'm smoking out the lower lash line with the same dark brown I used earlier, keeping this very close to the lash line. So I went in with an orange shade this time for the lower lash line, just a little less harsh than the red one I used earlier. And then going back in with the highlight, because after applying the foundation it did kind of wear off. So redefining the inner corner and under the brow bone. And to finish off, we put some lipstick. This is Beeper by Colourpop, a very popular shade, and it's quite a cool tone one, which I like, but it did come out a little bit darker than I expected after it dried, so I did slightly change that. You'll see I mixed in another shade with it. And then I set with the Urban Decay All Nighter spray. So this is the shade I mixed it with. This is another Colourpop lipstick. Now this is Ultra Satin lipstick. I don't think you can mix two mattes together. There's no way in hell you can do that. So I had to use a satin finish formula. I hope everyone has a lovely, happy Eid with all their family. See you next time.